With almost every step I take, I cast a glance behind me. I keep expecting to hear the crunch of snow or spot a flash of red hair as Tara follows me, but there's nothing. I'm alone. I hurry through the woods, practically on autopilot. Less than a week ago, I'd have never set foot in the forest on my own. But now I already have the path to the clearing memorized. It gives me extra time to worry. What am I even doing? Everything about this situation is extremely not me. Heading off on my own into a dark forest without telling anyone to go meet up with a ghost. Even thinking the word ghost still makes my heart lurch. I've seen her with my own eyes, and yet I still have trouble believing it. I'm just trusting that she's not gonna lead me to her lair and suck out my soul or something like that. I feel like Gretel, and I'm not even cautious enough to leave a breadcrumb trail. But still, I keep walking. There's something exciting in being on my own, and doing something without Tara. I can't remember the last time I had a secret from her, at least not a big one. Not telling her about the ghost girl feels a little bit like rebellion. I feel like I deserve something exciting that's all my own. She and Morgan can go do whatever. I doubt Tara will even notice I'm not around. And even if she does, it's something she needs to get used to. I've tried to show her how to cut a video or frame a shot lots of times. It's her own fault if she still doesn't get it. Just like it's her own fault that she's missing out now. As I approach the clearing, I slow down a little. My usual trepidation overtakes me once again as I contemplate just how reckless this is. There's absolutely no guarantee that the girl isn't dangerous, and that I'll walk out of these woods alive. Normally I'd chastise Tara for following her gut instinct, which dictates probably 70% of her decisions. But that's all I have to go off right now, the feeling that I'm safe with the girl's girl, that she won't harm me. I cross the threshold of trees into the clearing, just like the other times. It's serenely quiet. Even my past footsteps are gone, erased by the wind or snowfall.
I'm here.
Somehow, I feel like she already knows. The forest swallows my words, returning to frozen, pristine silence. Soundlessly, she steps out from behind a tree. A small smile sits on her face, though her eyes are slightly downcast. She waves, meeting my eyes for just a moment before glancing away.
Hi there.
My words hang in the still air.
Were you waiting for me?
We lock eyes again and she nods, quickly, earnestly.
I hope it wasn't for too long.
She shakes her head and then laughs. I'm not sure what the joke is, though.
What? What's so funny?
Once she catches her breath, she bites her lip as she ponders. After a moment, she shrugs, looking apologetic. I guess explaining a joke through gestures would be difficult. She sidles up next to me, and I fight the urge to step back. Though I've decided to trust her, my instincts still belie my nerves. What she seems to be most interested in is the bag slung over my shoulder. She simulates opening the bag so that she can see into it.
Nosy, huh?
Immediately, she backsteps, waving her hands in a frantic, apologetic motion.
Sorry, I was just kidding. You can look.
She regards me like a timid deer as I hold the bag open for her to see. Inside are a couple books that I picked up in the village this morning. I hold up the first one, small and square, baby blue.
I got a really strange look from the person who runs the bookstore because of this one. It's a book of baby names.
Her eyes go wide, and she grasps at her belly, then points at me. It takes me a second to understand what she means, and for some reason I feel my face flush.
No, I am not pregnant. But I thought maybe you could use it to show me your name? If it's a name that would be...
Before I can finish my sentence, she zoomed back over to me, all sense of personal space once again discarded. She clasps her hand, a fiery look in her eyes, and hops up and down. Frankly, it's adorable.
Guess you're a fan. Okay, cool.
She eyes the book hungrily. She must be really excited to share her name with me. It's a little exciting for me, too. It's nice to see someone so happy about being with me. I fight to keep an overzealous grin off my face.
Okay, let's see.
I look around. Aside from trees and snow, there isn't much. I wonder if there's something about this place in particular that the girl likes.
Is there somewhere nearby where we could sit down? It feels a little weird to just keep standing.
Finger on her chin, she ponders, then turns around and points towards the woods, even further in. I can tell from the look in her eyes that she's uncertain. I swallow a lump in my throat. I've come this far after all.
Sure, that's fine. Lead the way.
She does so, but never gets too far from my side. Every few steps, she glances over at me as if making sure I'm still here. That feels a little backwards to me, but in a nice way. I don't really feel compelled to break the silence either. Of course, part of that is because any conversation would be one-sided. But also, she looks content, like she's just happy to be here. I am too. The silence doesn't feel vast and overwhelming like it was with Tara. It feels more... Before too long, I realize what our destination is. This is nearly the same path that Morgan took us down just a couple dusks ago. I recognize some of the more grotesquely warped trees.
We're going to that church.
Eyes wide, she nods, probably surprised that I know of it.
One of the villagers showed it to us a few days ago. Me and my friend.
It feels weird to just call Tara my friend. Usually if I'm talking to someone about Tara, they've met her. The girl just nods yet again. As we reach the edge of the trees and the church itself comes into sight, I look around for traces of the monster we saw days before. There's none to be seen though. No snapped or toppled trees. No footsteps as deep as I am tall. Much like the girl beside me, there's no trace of its existence. I look over to the door of the church, where she's patiently waiting for me. Once again, I fight back all my fears and hesitations and head for the door too. Too late to turn back now. The door is still slightly ajar from our visit days ago. A thin trail of snow powders the entryway, but otherwise the church is dry. It's still naturally warm. I wonder if that has to do with the girl too. From the way she walks, I can tell she's familiar with the place. She heads to the front, stopping just shy of the altar, where she turns around to face me. Being back here is a little unnerving, and I slowly approach her, though she hasn't given me any reason to be suspicious. The image of those monstrous eyes is ingrained in my memory. But this time there's no howling, wind or earth-shaking footsteps, just the one girl waiting patiently. I give her a smile as I sit down on one of the pews near the front. It's hewn from stone, smooth and rigid. She takes a seat beside me. Normally, being this close to strangers makes me uncomfortable, but with her I don't really mind. Part of it is, of course, the fact that I can't feel her at all, but the other part is that it feels kind of pleasant to sit together like this. I hastily push that thought out of my head. She's a ghost. She is literally transparent and insubstantial. I rummaged through the bag and grabbed a book of baby names.
Okay, so, first?
She bounces up and down with anticipation as I tear off the plastic cling wrap and stuff it in the tote bag.
Is the first letter early in the alphabet?
She nods and holds up one finger.
I. L?
She shakes of her head. She touches her index fingers together and then uses her middle finger to cross between them.
Oh, an A.
An enthusiastic nodding. I flip to the first couple of pages in the book. Right in the middle of the A's, the first name I spot is Amber. Impatiently, she leans over me and motions to go further back. towards the start. I turned the pages slowly, giving her time to scan. Dude. On the very first page, she holds out a hand to stop and points. She's practically hanging over my shoulder to show me.
Abigail.
Knew it. I knew it.
Your name is Abigail.
She gives me the biggest, most radiant grin I've ever seen as she nods. Her joy is infectious, and I can't help but smile too.
Abigail.
I repeat it, and she looks even more joyful. A beam of light breaks through the glass window, illuminating dust motes that make it look as if she's sparkling. We lock eyes, and I feel my breath catch in my throat. The look in her eyes, pure, unadulterated happiness. Something I've never seen before. They shine with tears, the good kind. The kind that brings out the color of her eyes, the radiant kind. I didn't know I could make someone happy like this. I quickly look away, back to the now irrelevant book in my lap.
Anyway, Abigail, I had a couple questions. Is that okay?
Abigail nods.
So, maybe this is kind of rude to ask, but are you a ghost? Or are you something else?
Abigail closes her eyes and with a sad smile nods.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure what the appropriate response to something like that is. Sorry you died, bro.
Then, are you from Eisenfeld?
Nod.
Do you know a girl from there called Morgan?
She shakes her head. That makes sense. I'm sure Morgan would have mentioned her before, if so.
So have you, been a ghost for a long time then?
I cringe a little as I ask. It seems gauche, although I'm not entirely sure what proper etiquette is for this kind of conversation. In answer to my question, she nods again.
Do you know how long?
A shrug. She holds up 2 fingers, then 2 fists.
200?
Another shrug. Nod.
200 years.
I murmur it to myself, in slight disbelief. Could be more. I doubt she's been keeping track of every day. The world out there, the world I come from, it may as well be another planet for her.
I'm sorry.
Incomprehensible to me. I can't fathom that much time passing. Unable to talk to anyone, how lonely that must be. She closed her eyes yet again. Though I've been interpreting her silence as serene, I wonder if that's how she feels. These yes or no questions are practically the extent of what I can ask her. There's still such a gulf between who she is and what I know of her. Centuries worth of solitude.
In all that time, have you ever spent time like this with someone else?
Without opening her eyes or looking at me, she shakes her head again.
I'm the only one?
Nod. I fall silent too, my head still reeling. There's so many things that I want to ask and want to know. How did she die? What did her spirit stick around? Does she know about the thing we saw in the snow? Why am I the first person she's shown herself to? There's no way she could answer, and even if she could, I wonder if she'd want to. Is it impolite to remind a ghost that they're dead? It's morbidly funny to me that these are questions I have to ask myself. Tara would love this. Tara would... I pushed that thought out of my head too. Tara's not here right now. It's just me and Abigail.
Would you like me to read that other book?
Her grin returns. The moment of melancholy dispel. Seems like I made the right call in changing the subject. I show her the cover before I crack it open, enjoying that new book smell.
This is a book I read a lot when I was younger. It's about a girl who wants to be a hero, so she goes on a quest with her best friend to prove herself. It's a little childish, I guess, but maybe you'd like it?
Abigail claps her hands and nods. I have a feeling I could read the dictionary to her and she'd be satisfied, but I don't mention that.
Okay.
I smooth a crease and open the first page.
Once upon a time...
It's a story that I could probably recite by heart. My mom used to read it to me when I was a little girl, and it was one of the books that I used to learn to read. I was both surprised and excited to see that there was a copy in Eisenfeld's bookstore. I settle into an easy cadence of reading, though I'm not used to reading out loud. It starts to feel pretty natural after a couple pages. Like my mom used to do, I give all the characters different voices. I don't have quite the range that mom does, but Abigail seems to enjoy it at the same. She smiles and laughs in all the right places. It makes my heart warm to see how much she is enjoying it. Her eyes are closed yet again, but she looks quite content. As we finish chapter 2, Abigail scoots a little bit closer and rests her head near my shoulder. I pause mid-sentence, surprised, but resume a second later. Though I can't feel her there, the sentiment is clear. I just keep reading. Sometimes when I glance down, I can see that her eyes are open, reading along. Her lips mouth the same words I do. One time she catches me looking and blushes, but I just smile and continue going. After we finish chapter 4, I finally pause. My mouth is dry and my jaw is starting to hurt a little bit. I must have been reading aloud for close to an hour. Even though I stop, Abigail doesn't sit up or open her eyes. Her hand rests on my arm and I set the book aside. Do ghosts need to sleep? That's another question I can ask, but maybe at a different time. Right now I'm happy to let her pretend. Quietly, I hum a song. It's something from the radio, a title I can't remember, but it's always stuck in my head. I'm extremely off-key, I'm sure, but I don't care. It just feels right. When I stop, she finally opens her eyes and sits back up. As we gaze at each other, she mouths 2 words that I don't have to be good at reading lips to decipher. Thank you.
No problem. I hope you like the story.
First, she claps, and then she places one hand over her heart. I laugh, flattered, but also a little embarrassed.
I think that's all I can do today, but we should read more sometime. If you want to, I mean.
I already know the answer, but she gives me an emphatic nod all the same.
Okay. It's a promise.
She touches her heart again, and I smile.
I should probably head back to the cabin soon. People will start to get suspicious if I'm gone for too long.
Abigail cocks her head like an owl. Curious.
I, haven't told my friends about you yet. It's sort of like our secret, I guess.
This is a metaphor for gay people in the closet.
And I want to keep it that way for a little longer.
She smiles in agreement. Once it starts getting dark, we say our goodbyes and part ways at the church. Same as when we first met, she watches me go until she vanishes from sight. As I head back towards the cabin, my head is swimming, or maybe drowning. It's hard to think of anything but Abigail, all alone in the middle of the forests for centuries. What's her story? I want to know, but I doubt I ever will. Yet I'm already looking forward to seeing her again, even though in the back of my mind I'm aware that Tara and I will only be here a few more weeks. It seems almost cruel, knowing that this is all so short-lived. If I were her, I would rather have a few weeks of happiness I would... happiness... Oh my god. Having a stroke. If I were her, would I rather have a few weeks of happiness just to lose it again or never have anything at all? The question makes my head and heart hurt. The walk back feels like it goes by much quicker than my journey to the clearing and to the church. As I get closer to the cabin, I can see that the windows are dark. Tara must be in town or out with Morgan somewhere. I wonder if she noticed I was gone. My musing is interrupted by the sudden sound of footsteps in the snow. The mayor steps out from behind a tree, just like Abigail did earlier.
Good evening, Madison.
Evening, Miss Mayor.
Where have you been?
I freeze. Her tone is sharp. with no pretense of being conversational. Her glare is even sharper. Does she know about Abigail, about the forest spirit? Surely she would have mentioned it if so. My mind reels while I stall for time.
I was out for a walk in the forest.
I'm bad at lying, so I try just to tell her half the truth.
I can see that. Where did you go?
Around. I was just walking around. Needed the fresh air.
Alone? Where is your friend? Or my daughter?
With each question she asks, she takes a nearly imperceptible step closer. I shrug, trying to look indifferent. I don't think it's working.
I'm not sure. Tara and I had an argument earlier. I wanted to be alone.
An argument? Regarding what?
She's far too close for comfort now, close enough that she could reach out and grab me by the throat if she wanted to. Still, I'm so taken aback by the nerve of her asking about my personal issues that my voice comes out stronger than I could have hoped for.
I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable talking about it.
The mayor regards me for a long moment. Her nostrils flare. I meet her gaze and don't look away. Even though I desperately want to, I half expect her tongue to shoot out and taste the air like a snake. Feels as if she can see right through me. I'm almost certain that she knows I'm hiding something from her, more than just my argument with Tara.
I see.
She flips her hair and walks past me, heading into the forest.
Be careful, Madison. The woods are dangerous on your own.
Oh my god. Fucking... What the fuck? Evil laugh? Crazy. I stand there, heart in my throat, until the sound of snow under her feet fades into silence. Shuddering, I hurry the rest of the way to the cabin. Oh! Doing one of those. A bright burst of light jerks me awake. I groan, getting ready to toss a pillow at Maddie and demand she turn the light back off. It's so bright it hurts when I try to open my eyes. When I do, I realize the light is coming from the window, and it's not a window I recognize. Uh-oh. Morgan's starting to stir next to me, an adorable little smile on her face. It's so cute that for a minute it distracts me from the fact that she's completely naked. It takes another second for me to realize that I am too. I yank the covers to cover up my chest. Memories of last night start to come back in pieces. We've been going over notes about something, and admittedly I might have gotten a little flirty, but next thing I know we're kissing, books are on the floor, I hear papers crumpling underneath my butt. And once I said yes, she couldn't even get to the bed before she started undressing me. It's not that I'm complaining, it was definitely the last possible way I thought she'd respond. At least now I remember why I'm sore. It isn't long before Morgan opens her eyes as well. The rest of her face doesn't move as she wakes up. She sleeps with that same blank face that she has when she's awake.
Good morning, Tara.
Her voice seems a little different. Softer, maybe? I have no idea, but it's kinda nice.
Hey, yeah. Good morning.
I cringe at the sound of my own voice. That was way too loud. I need to do a better job of keeping my cool.
How'd you sleep?
Better than I have in a long time.
I smile.
Although you do snore. Loudly.
I try not to let my smile break. I mean, she's right, but only when I lay on my back. I try to think back on a long list of awkward morning afters and pick out a good comeback, but everything grinds to a halt as soon as I feel her lips press against my side. It's just a tiny peck, but the kind I'd give a cute fan. But she also blows a tiny puff of hot air onto my skin that makes me shiver. I can feel my face turning as red as my hair and know a comeback's not happening. Jesus Christ.
Tara, are you okay?
I need to say something to get back on top of this mess, but all I can do is stare down at her. Those bright green eyes, that soft face, that messy orange hair.
Tara?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that, well, you're cute.
Hey, I've had worse lines. I can't see her face, but I think I hear her chuckle, or something like it. I should probably get up too, but I can't help taking a minute to stare. Maddie always gets on me for being thirsty, but I think I earned it this time. Her curves, her muscles. She's like someone asked me every last detail about what my type was, then turned her real. This village is a dream come true. My clothes are spread across the floor and it takes me a minute to hunt them all down once I'm out of bed. Actually, that's how they usually are at home too. I got more important things than clothes to keep in my dresser. Okay. Morgan's already dressed by the time I get everything together, with her hair back in its usual pigtails. Cute as they are, I kinda miss how it looked down.
Hey, so,
I think I'm gonna have to like blur that for YouTube. Like I know I wasn't like really showing anything. I don't want to get nuked.
Is something wrong?
your mom isn't home, right? I'm pretty sure she won't be happy if she sees me coming out of your room first thing in the morning.
You made enough noise last night that she'd know anyway. I don't think she's going to do anything about it.
Fucking
Oh,
got her. I feel like I'm burning up, but her expression is the same as ever. She's not even trying to be smooth, and she's still better at it than I am. I'm already really good.
Great, yeah, cool. Glad we don't have to worry.
I'm going to go make some coffee for us. That's my bra, by the way.
No wonder it feels so loose. She's out the door, leaving me to search for more clothing, and I think about the conversation Morgan and I are gonna have when she gets back. Oh boy. I'm still thinking about what I want to say when she returns with the coffee. Already chugging hers down.
I usually make it strong, but I put plenty of cream and sugar in yours, so you should be fine.
I normally take it black, actually.
I saw your daily routine video. I know how you take your coffee.
I don't even know why I'm bothering with the usual cool routine at this point. I should just accept that I'm beat. I take a tiny sip of the coffee and nearly fall back down on the bed. Even with cream and sugar, this is the strongest thing I've ever tasted. She drinks this black like a freak.
Is it too much? I can put some liquor in it if you want.
Hell yeah. That's my girl.
Isn't it like 8 in the morning?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I sigh and take another bitter sip. The last thing I need right now is alcohol.
Hey, so I think we need to talk.
Sure. What about?
I forgot I also have coffee. It's cold. I'm not sure if she doesn't know or doesn't care about what I'm gonna say, but from the way she's acted so far, I'm pretty sure it's the second one.
Look, you're a really great person. I really like hanging out with you, and I had a great time last night.
I know.
She needs to stop making me blush. I probably look the same way Mads does every time I try to introduce her to a cute girl.
I just want to make sure we're clear on what that was all about. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I mean, I'm not really the dating type, and I'm gonna be leaving in a month. I'm happy to do stuff like this as long as it's...
Tara.
She doesn't sound frustrated or upset. If anything, her voice is softer.
We talked about this exact thing last night. You're cute, you're fun, and I really enjoyed having sex with you. But that's all this is, and neither of us expect or want anything different. You don't have to give me any excuses.
Blunt as ever. He takes another sip of coffee as I breathe a sigh of relief. All that worrying for nothing.
Great! Awesome, cool. Yeah, I'm glad that's settled then.
I should feel relieved, relaxed, all that good stuff, with the rough part out of the way. I can go right back to being as intrepid and charming as always. So why do I feel like I'm the one who got let down here? This kind of thing shouldn't bother me, even if it didn't go the way I'm used to. This is why I hate taking time to think about things.
So, did you make that sweater yourself?
Morgan's eyes widen at my question. Looks like I found a good way to move on.
I did, actually. My ex showed me how to knit a few years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. It's a nice way to pass the time. If you want, I could make you something to take home when you're done here.
No, don't do it. Your relationship is gonna fall apart before it's done.
That'd be super cool. Everyone I know wears coats like Maddie's, or one of those big puffy marshmallow coats. I'm sure some hand-knit stuff would break the mold.
The fact that you insist on going investigating in nothing but a light jacket made me assume you didn't like coats in general.
Maybe I was just waiting to get in on the hip cool fashion trend.
I catch her smiling in between sips. She might act different, but I get the feeling that we're on the same wavelength for some things. I mean, obviously, since we ended up together, but still. Well, not together, of course, but...
I thought it was because of your shirt. You wear that same moon shirt in every vlog you do. I didn't expect it to be the same way in real life.
It was actually Maddie's idea, believe it or not. Something about having a visual brand for the sake of the show. I figured my winning smile would be enough, but... I mean, as long as people like it.
I didn't realize she was that invested in the show. I figured she didn't care that much.
Ouch. Hearing her mention how distant Maddie seems is a pretty painful reminder of how much things have fallen apart between us.
She used to be. Back when we started, she was a lot more invested in this whole thing. We've been inseparable since high school, and I figured she was really excited to keep that bond going strong.
That's pretty incredible. I don't think I've had any friendships that lasted more than a year.
Oh. I realized she hasn't mentioned a single friend since we got here. I guess claiming your cat talks to you probably doesn't score you points with anyone other than me.
Oh yeah, it's been like around 10 years or something. Don't tell her I told you this, but we actually met because we were both total goths.
I jump when Morgan suddenly bursts into laughter. I've only known her for about a week, but it feels weirdly unlike her. Probably because it's the most emotion she's shown since we met, and that includes last night.
I
Oh, buddy.
can't imagine Maddie walking around with raccoon eyes and dyed hair.
You have no idea. She was goth enough to put me to shame, always talking about the darkness in her soul, chilling with all other cool goth kids, calling herself Raven. It was great.
You were part of a group? Do you keep in touch with any of them? I'd hope at least one of them kept the look.
My smile fades as I look away from her. She couldn't have known that asking that would bring back bad memories, so I don't blame her. But the memories are still there.
Not really. Most of them stopped talking to me when I told them I was trans, and the rest bailed as soon as I started to actually transition. Maddie was the only one who really stuck up for me. I'll never forget that.
Morgan puts down her now empty mug. I'm not even halfway through mine.
I'm so sorry, Tara. I didn't mean to.
Nah, forget it. It's seriously okay. The whole thing is ancient history now.
That isn't a lie. I feel a hell of a lot better about the whole thing now that I know I'm doing way better than any of them. I can tell Morgan doesn't buy it though. Better switch up the subject.
Anyway, after that, the two of us were inseparable all through high school. We even picked the same college so it'd be easier to stay in touch. The only time our friendship was ever on the rocks was... well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
Tried not to grin when I see Morgan's eyes widen. Got him.
You wouldn't say that if you weren't going to tell me.
Well, I don't know.
She leaves her mug on the table and moves closer to me. I definitely saw her smile for a second there.
The Tara I know would never pass up a chance to tell a story.
Well, if you insist. Maddie and I actually dated once, for a few weeks, back when we first started college. Everyone we knew was pairing off, so we figured we should try it too. It's our secret shame.
I'm not surprised. You two would make a terrible couple.
Yeah.
Geez, blunt much? You're not wrong, though. It nearly killed our friendship. Thankfully, we called it off and went back to being friends. We haven't had any trouble since.
Until now.
Yeah, until now.
So much for lightening the mood.
I don't know. I guess her deciding to walk away from everything we built together doesn't exactly make me feel jazzed about our friendship.
Her having different priorities doesn't have anything to do with friendship.
You tell him.
What, like going back to school? She hated school. So either that's some bullshit excuse, or she just hates working on Terranormal even more.
She was talking about coming back. Having real proof seems to have changed her mind.
And then what? She goes along with it for another few months and gets sick of it? I can't deal with that again.
I can tell I'm getting louder, but I don't care. I haven't had a chance to let any of this out since it happened. Morgan, of course, doesn't even flinch.
The thing is,
Now she's acting like she wants to be in on the action again? Am I really supposed to believe that she wants to commit to this?
but she...
I'm not an idiot. It's not like I'm ignoring the fact that she keeps running off to the woods to be by herself. I'm supposed to just be cool with that?
Tara,
I'm so sick of all this bullshit. Maybe I'd just be better off without her.
Tara!
I jump as her voice drowns mine out completely. This burst of emotion isn't funny. It's honestly kind of terrifying.
Stop. Just stop. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't want Maddie to leave the show, but you're refusing to listen to her when she talks about coming back. You don't want to lose your friendship, but you're freezing her out when she tries to make connections again. I love your show. You know I do. But there are more important things in your life than talking about Bigfoot in front of a camera.
Holy shit. The hell was that? She just shot through my bullshit like some kind of forest-dwelling therapist. How am I supposed to respond to that? All I can do is sit back down on the bed and let it wash over me. She sits down next to me and takes my hand in hers. She gives it a little squeeze and I squeeze back. I can already feel myself starting to calm down. When Morgan speaks again, her voice is back to its normal flatness.
Talk to her. Tell her how you feel and what you need. You can't spend your whole time with me and expect her to feel appreciated.
I don't want to leave you out, though. You're the whole reason we're here. Plus, like, I really like spending time with you.
Bro, this girl is like, it's like casual, like, I don't do relationships and then immediately catches feelings.
I do too. But we'll have plenty of time together. You're here for an entire month.
Yeah, of course.
The word month makes me feel a weird little pang in my chest. For some reason, I don't want to think about how temporary this is. All it takes is a hot woman yelling at you, and it's immediate. I let go of her hand and take another sip of coffee. It's barely lukewarm now, and I consider just spitting it back into the cup. That definitely wouldn't be a good look, though.
Do you want me to take you back to the cabin?
I think I'm gonna do a little more investigating here first. Give myself some time to think about what I want to say to Mads.
That's a good idea.
Hey, first time for everything.
She lets out another little laugh. It's not nearly as big as her earlier one, but it's really nice to hear it after all the heavy stuff.
I'll go set up shop then. Come see me when you want to ride back.
You got it.
I stand and stretch, scanning the room one more time to see if I'm forgetting anything.
Wait, are those my panties?
Yeah, you're wearing mine.
I try to will myself not to blush, determined to not to let her go get one more fluster in.
Shit, sorry. I can change real quick.
It's fine. You can wear them. Just give them back when you're done.
My cheeks are burning again. So much for that.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I guess I'll see you later then.
Sure. You know where to find me.
Without thinking, I lean forward and press my lips against hers. They're soft, somehow not nearly dried out by the cold air as mine are. Wait, why am I doing this? I drag my head away, expecting to be met with an angry glare. All I see is the corners of her mouth twitch up for a split second before she's back to neutral. Could be worse, right? Either way, it's definitely time for me to get the hell out of here. I head for the door, but something stops me before I can actually leave.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I don't know what I'm thanking her for. I'm not sure if she knows either. I love gay people. I'm out the door and out into the village square, doing my best to leave my confusion behind me. I've got more important things to think about right now. I've got to think about what I'm going to say to Mads. Tell her I'm sorry for being an idiot, that I don't want this to screw up things more than it already has, but as I think about that, I realize that I've got one more problem when it comes to her. If she finds out I slept with our host, she's gonna kill me. Oh shit, Morgan. The cabin comes into view. It's warm and casts a glow on the snow. I keep my steady pace. Been a while since Tara and I talked. Things aren't fixed. They've improved. She's getting Maddie's help filming now, but I can still see that distance between them. Doesn't help that Maddie keeps choosing to stay behind when we go to the village. Her excuses are always flimsy, but Tara doesn't push it. I'm not sure if she wants to. Not entirely sure what to do. I never expected this to be easy, but now it's gotten complicated in a way that I couldn't have predicted. I wish I could help, but I'm afraid that intervening any more than I already have would make things worse. Maddie still doesn't trust me, despite everything. I have to believe it's not too late. I need both of them fully committed before I can tell them why they're really here. At the cabin, I enter without knocking.
It again.
I've tried it like 6 times, Mads. I don't know what else you're expecting here.
Hello there.
They both look up from what they were doing. It's not a surprising scene. Tara's hunched over her laptop in the living room while Maddie stands nearby, looking ready to hit her. I don't think either of them noticed me entering.
Hi.
Hey!
While Maddie seems annoyed at my interruption, Tara seems genuinely happy. Whether that's for the distraction or because it's me, I'm not sure. I walk over and sit down beside Tara, placing myself between her and Maddie.
Check this out.
She angles her laptop so I can see it and presses play on a video. There's some distorted noise, but the screen stays blank.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
Exactly.
Somehow exasperated, Maddie throws up her hands and storms off into the kitchen, banging around the cupboards without actually doing anything.
This was the footage that we took the other night, remember? With the spirit and stuff?
I remember.
Yeah, well, it was totally fine a few days ago. We watched it a billion times, so you know as well as I do.
Right. It was perfectly visible then.
But now...
She plays the clip again. Nothing but noise. It's worthless now.
So what happened?
Beats me. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Maddie slams a cabinet, particularly loudly.
What happened
What Maddie thinks happened.
is that the file got corrupted somehow. Either when you exported it or when it was transferring or something.
Crazy that you didn't do like 17 backups.
But it was working fine before. Seriously, ask Morgan.
She points at me. I wish she wouldn't bring me into this, since it'll seem like I'm taking a side.
The video did work before, yes.
Great, that helps us a lot.
Isn't there a backup somewhere?
That's what I'm saying.
This was supposed to be the backup. I thought I'd uploaded it to our server too, but I guess the Wi-Fi cut out, and that didn't actually happen.
Just Tara bites her lip.
That one's on me.
I'm expecting another sardonic reply from Maddie, but to my surprise, she sits down across from us and sighs.
Well, we can't change it now.
It seemed that Tara's admission of guilt, even partial, helped her calm down some.
Was that the only footage that was affected?
I didn't check. Can't see why anything else would be screwed up, though. We just got unlucky. Super unlucky.
That's a bit of an understatement. Without that footage, we don't have anything to show.
I want to tell her that there will be plenty more opportunities for filming the spirit, and likely other equally remarkable creatures. I know that she won't believe me yet. Gadura. Jesus Christ. I can't say that name. I don't even remember. Cat warned me this would probably happen, as if I hadn't already known, but Gadura also didn't help my case at all, since she said she didn't know if she could trust them yet. I wish she would have told me that before I made a fool of myself in front of them both. Tara laughs, but it sounds forced.
Guess we'll have to take some new footage then. Morgan, you don't have any other mystical spirits sitting around that we could film, do ya?
Funnily enough, I do. I just smile though, going along with the joke. For some reason, Maddie tugs at her collar and looks away out the window. Perhaps she's more comfortable around me than I thought.
Can I borrow your laptop? I'll see if I can move the file to my computer, and maybe salvage something.
You really think that'll work?
No, but I'd like to try.
Sure thing.
Lifts the laptop over to me and passes it to Maddie.
Thanks. I'll be in my room. Let me know if you need anything.
She leaves, taking Tara's laptop with her. She pushes her bedroom door but doesn't close it all the way. Beside me, Tara places her hand over mine. It's not anything that Maddie would be able to see from her room. I'm not sure why Tara's so insistent on keeping our relationship a secret. Still, I appreciate the gesture. Of everything that's happened since the two of them arrived here, getting close to Tara like this has certainly been the most unexpected.
It seems like things are a bit better between the two of you. Did you talk?
I make sure to keep my voice low.
Not yet. I was going to, but first Nats wasn't home, then she was shut in her room all day when she got back. I was going to bring it up today, but then all this stuff happened.
At least the two of you are talking a little. She must be feeling bad too.
Maybe. You should have heard her before you got here, though.
I'm sorry.
Nah, don't be. It's like you said, this is on both of us.
You really don't know what happened to the footage? I promise I won't tell Maddie anything.
Nope, it's 100% legit. It was working fine, and then it wasn't. I didn't even drop my computer or spill water on it this time.
You do that often? Girl.
That's so strange.
You're telling me. Mads is convinced I did something to screw it up, though.
I have a niggling suspicion in the back of my mind. What? Okay. But I don't want to bring it up yet. I don't want to alarm Tara if I can help it.
Has anyone...
Right in the middle of my sentence, the heater in the corner of the room makes a sizzling noise, then dies. Tara and I both stare at it.
Did you see that?
I did.
God!
Clutching her head in her hands, Tara gets up and goes to inspect the heater. She looks around and underneath it, although it's clear she has no idea what she's actually looking for. While her back is turned, I take a moment to peer out the window, scanning for anyone or anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything.
What happened?
Heater died. Check it out.
Wait, you're kidding me.
I wish.
Already the cold is starting to set in.
Was it a short circuit or something?
I'm glad she doesn't default to blaming Tara for this. My suspicion gets a little stronger too.
No clue. Morgan and I were sitting here when it suddenly died. Didn't give any warning or anything. It was a lot like the...
She trails off. Doesn't need to finish a sentence. I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing.
Like the footage.
She says it anyway. None of us say anything, then Maddie chuckles nervously.
That's a pretty weird coincidence.
Do you two think that, like, they're connected somehow?
What, the heater and the footage? There's no way that could be. It's just bad luck.
Maybe.
She gives me a look that says she doesn't think it's random. I'm inclined to agree.
Any luck with saving the video so far?
Not yet, but I just started. Give me a bit.
Right. I'm gonna go grab a blanket. You want one, Morgan?
No thanks.
What the hell?
2 seconds after she's entered her bedroom, Tara yells back and pops
The
back
heater
out.
in my room is dead too!
What?
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Come look if you want.
Maddie and I both hurry into Tara's room. Sure enough, the heater in there is as dead as the one in the living room.
Were they on the same breaker? This cabin must have ancient wiring, right?
No, it was renovated a couple years ago.
Is the one in your room still working, Mads?
Without waiting for an answer, Tara pushes past and goes to look. Ignoring Maddie's feeble clamor against barging in, we follow behind Tara and yet again. In Maddie's room, the heater is running fine.
That's so unfair!
Maddie frowns too, looking perplexed.
I don't get it. Why just in here?
That's a pretty weird coincidence.
Tara does a poor imitation of Maddie's voice.
It is! What else do you want me to say?
Grumbling, Tara leaves the room without giving an actual answer. Maddie doesn't try to stop her and stares at her perfectly functional heater. I shut the bedroom door behind me as I leave.
Okay, tell me I'm not crazy. Something weird is going on.
You're not crazy. This definitely isn't a coincidence.
You say that like you know what's going on.
I can feel a pit opening up into my stomach. I've never been good with words, and I'm not sure how to phrase everything I'm about to tell her, much less how she'll take it. I must struggle for too long. I can see Tara's expression go from mopey to concern.
Hey, you okay? I was just kidding, but like, do you actually know what's up?
I press a finger to my lips and point to Tara's room. Her eyes go wide, but she nods. I lead the way, with her following close behind.
We can talk now.
Tara looks like she's going to explode.
Now? What the hell? That was like something out of a spy movie.
Shh, not so loud.
I listen for any indication that Maddie's followed behind us, or is eavesdropping, but her door never opens. Tara watches, waiting for me to elaborate, but I can tell that it's taking every ounce of self-control she has not to barrage me with questions. It's understandable.
Okay, bear with me, because I'm not sure how to say some of this.
Nearly vibrating with excitement, Tara nods. I take a deep breath.
I don't think that all these malfunctions are a coincidence. I think they're intentional sabotage, and that my mother's to blame.
Yeah, dude, your mom is sus as hell. Like, literally, like, cackling evilly at things, like, fuck off. Her eyes get as wide as saucers.
Your mom?
Yes. And I also think that Maddie might be involved too. It's not her fault at all. I'm afraid that my mother might have gotten to her first. She might not even know it.
Gotten to her how?
As in, she's not in control of her actions. She might not even be aware of them.
You mean like mind control?
More or less, yes.
Girl. Actually, wait, no, that makes sense. People are like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Nothing weird happens in this town, haha. Like, yeah. Okay. She stares at me and then starts to laugh. She gets up and paces around the room, her hands flying in useless motions as she laughs.
Okay, you're screwing with me, right? Mind control. Maddie!
I'm not messing with you. I'm dead serious.
I can't blame her for being incredulous. It's a lot to take in at once. And the rest of what I have to say is even stranger. But if there's anyone who'll believe me, oh my god. If there's anyone who will believe me, who will believe the truth, it's Tara. Her laugh becomes a whistle as she calms down. Takes a second to compose herself and then sits on the bed next to me.
Okay, mind control. Go on.
Like I said, I doubt Maddie's even aware. It's probably more like sleepwalking for her, but it would make sense. You said she's been spending a lot of time away from the cabin, right? And that she doesn't like to talk about where she's been. Plus the footage being damaged, and then the heaters dying. It makes sense.
Oh my god. You don't know that she's just kinda gay for a ghost.
You're gonna have to sell me on this more. I wouldn't say that makes sense. What's the point of it? Why would your mom do that, and how? Like we haven't even approached the point of making sense.
I know. I'll explain.
I'm trying to remain calm myself, but there's a nervousness that I've never felt before. This is my first time ever talking about this with someone else. No matter how many times I'd imagined this conversation and rehearsed it in my head, it's nothing like real life.
My mom isn't really my mom. To be frank, she's not even human. Not anymore.
I pause, waiting to see how Tara takes it. No reaction. I doubt that anything I'm saying even registers as a possibility to her. My only choice is to go through it all and hope that she believes me in the end.
The person you've met, the creature, is something else, using a human woman's body as a host. She has the whole town under a glamour that makes them loyal to her, and she has for years. Longer than I've been alive. I think she has Maddie now, too. The reason that I sent you an email and invited you to Eisenfeld isn't because of the forest spirit or any of that other stuff, although it's related too. The reason is because I need your help. Evelyn, or the thing inside her, is going to try to kill me soon, to use me as a new host, within the next few weeks. You are the only people in the world who I could think of who might believe me. There wasn't anyone else I could ask. She knows that too, which is why she's trying to get rid of you now. Ruin your trip, make you want to leave. She would never hurt either of you. Too many people would notice if something happened. There'd be way too much unwanted attention on her. But if she could get the two of you to leave Eisenfeld, then she'd be able to proceed with her plans. I'm pretty sure that's what she's trying to do, through Maddie. That's it, I guess.
As I finish speaking, I look down at my legs. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my chest. If nothing else, I'm glad that I got to tell someone. Even if nothing changes, at least I got to share my story. If it doesn't believe me, if she thinks I'm as crazy as Maddie does, then I'm out of options. Silence stretches on as I glance up at Tara's face. For someone usually so expressive and easy to read, her face is immutable. I can't tell what she's thinking. She just stares at me intensely, more scrutinizing than I've ever seen before. I meet her eyes, willing her to search mine and see what I'm telling the truth. I want to reach across and grab her hand. More than that, I want her to grab mine. Tara huffs, blowing a loose strand of her hair that's fallen over her face. She blinks, pops her knuckles, scratches her leg, then finally she half smiles.
Okay, so then what do we do now?
Does that mean that you believe me?
My breath catches in my throat, scarcely daring to believe it. She hasn't confirmed yet. She could be playing along.
Of course I do.
I can't help myself. I lean forward and wrap my arms around her in a very selfish hug.
I'm so sorry for dragging you into all of this.
She doesn't deserve any of what's going on. I brought her to my own world of problems. Her arms wrap back around me without hesitation.
Hey, I'm glad you did.
Really?
Of course! If some other paranormal blog got this scoop, I'd be jealous forever.
We both laugh.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot to take in, especially the stuff about Mads. But if never coming here would have meant you having to deal with all this on your own, then it's a damn good thing we're here.
For the first time that I can remember, I feel warm and comfortable. It's a moment that I wish could last forever. I don't deserve her support, but I'm infinitely glad that I have it.
Now let's go kick your mom's ass!
Me whenever my friends tell me about their parents. I laugh again. I'm glad that she's able to keep a light heart through all this. We're gonna need it.
Really though, what do we do now? Pack our stuff and get out of here? You could totally crash with me and Mads. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. You'd have to get past that whole mind control thing first though.
No. Running away isn't an option. She would just take someone else instead. She has to be dealt with.
We're gonna commit fucking matricide.
You said it'll happen in a couple weeks, right? How do you know?
It'll happen on the winter solstice. It's something to do with the moon. I don't really know the specifics myself. There's not a whole lot of information to go off.
You're in luck, because investigating stuff without a real lead is my speciality.
Yeah. She's incorrigible, and her smile is infectious. Her optimism and confidence makes me think that this might work out okay after all.
There'll be plenty of time for that, I promise. Right now, I should head back home.
Already? Feels like you just got here a bit ago.
I know. I wish I could stay longer, but I need to start preparing right away. There's a lot that I'll need to fill you in on, but it'll take some time for me to get ready.
So, like, later tonight?
Probably tomorrow or the next day.
Okay, I'll lie low until then. What should we do about...
Her voice trails off, and she nods in the direction of the rest of the cabin and Maddie.
Nothing for now. Just try to act normal around her if you can.
So, avoid conversation as much as possible. Easy peasy.
We stand up together, and Taro walks me to the front door.
So, see you soon, I guess?
Right.
She leans forward suddenly, giving me another quick hug, my second one today. It's over far too quickly.
Cool. I'll be waiting.
I smile.
Me too.